little bit pissed right now. We should email us.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's bullshit.
Well, to be fair, we just ran into class and was like, I have to go.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he ran into class, said, I know you guys are here. I'm sorry, I have to go. And he just put something on the board. Like, he was very, very rushed. Like, something was up.
Yeah, he seemed distraught.
Either something was up or he really just needed to go get that Wing Wednesday special.
Dude, he needed to get the Wing Wednesday.
It's like, what, 8 wings for like $4? Come on,
It's
it's
a pretty amazing deal.
It's pretty awesome.
Alright, so welcome to the UberCrit Ubercast.
Wing Wednesday talk.
Wing Wednesday talk. Usually we talk about games, but no. So, I'm your regular host, Andrew. I'm with Cody. We're with a very special guest. Will you please introduce yourself, special guest?
My name is Angie.
Her name's Angie.
Angie.
She is a wonderful lady from our English class. She's into gaming, she's into Doctor Who, Harry Potter, basically
all of the above.
Any nerd's wet boy dream.
Oh, good.
Good, I'm glad we started off
Thank
like this. Right?
Yes.
Alright, so why don't you just tell us or what kind of games you're into, different things along those lines.
I'm into Bioshock series.
Oh, hell yes.
All of them. Love it. Fallout. I haven't played the computer ones. I've only played 3 New Vegas and I'm waiting for the order.
Aren't we all?
Oh my god. The Batman ones. I love the Batman ones.
Yes,
I just
that's
hate
me.
the Batmobile. I don't like that. I feel like the Batmobile is too difficult to drive. It's just crazy. What else do I like? Tomb Raiders from PlayStation 1 and on.
Nice.
All the Tomb Raiders. I love PlayStation 1 games.
How'd you feel about the new one? The one that came out
The newest one?
Yeah.
I like that one better than the one before that.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like the Underworld one, it was just sucked. I don't know. I just really didn't like it. I'm like, I'm not even going to try. But the newer one is good. I can't wait for the next one to come out.
I've heard a lot of good things, or a lot of bad things, I should say, about Underworld. A lot of people complain about it.
A lot of people
when it
like
came
the
out.
Underworld. They said that's the baddest one. Like, no one likes it at all. It has, like, the worst reviews ever.
Yeah.
So.
That's what caused them to remake Lara Croft into the angsty teen that she was in the last game.
Oh, goody.
Did you play the last Tomb Raider game?
Not play any of them, actually.
Well,
Never played Tomb Raider.
There's a huge difference. The older ones are kind of like Uncharted a bit.
I can see that. Okay.
And the new one's like this giant open world.
But if you try to, like, what I did is we played the newer one, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we downloaded the Tomb Raider 1 and 2. Those ones are way harder than the newer ones. The older games, like, you can't even pass them. Like, how the fuck did I do this when I was younger?
Older games in general are a lot harder.
They It's like they make games nowadays too easy.
I think it's because, like, back in the day, they couldn't make them as long. And so they kind of had to, like, well, let's make them play it for at least 5 hours and hate everything afterwards. Like,
that's totally true. That used to be a thing. That's why like people who are really good at arcade games can beat them in like under an hour.
Yeah.
Because most of the time, money spent, they're just spent more money, more lives, more over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Nowadays, they're easier, but they last 8 hours.
Yeah.
12 hours.
Yeah, when I played Metro last night, like, I can beat it within 12 hours. Like, that's my average.
Yeah, see, earlier you said you're in the Bioshock series. When I first played Bioshock, I think it took me 10 hours to beat it.
I can see that. The first one, I mean, the first time I played it, I, like, kind of spent a long time, and then the second time I was just running through with, like, electric buckshot, just destroying everything. Especially Big Daddy. So that once you get electric buck, they're pretty much done at that point.
The entire time through the first one, I loved using the crossbow.
Oh yeah, that was my favorite.
Yeah,
I loved it.
The crossbow, I always use that. That or the shotgun. I don't know what it is. I like going right up to a Big Daddy and just shooting him in the face.
Just right in the face.
And hoping I don't die after.
Yeah. Or I would have armor-piercing machine gun bullets, and then just run backwards and shoot him in the face, and then, dodge his drill and such.
My method is to just get the launcher, make sure you have enough, and just keep shooting back away. No, back away, and you just keep shooting. Electrocute, shoot. I like shotguns, though. On Bioshock, shotguns to the splices, I like to, like, boom, headshot them.
The one thing I love about Bioshock is I love revolvers. And I love the very first thing you get is a revolver.
Well, in Infinite, you get a thing called hand cannon, because you know how you can switch out your guns.
That's if you get the season pass, right?
Is it?
Yeah, there was a special hand cannon one, I think, or is it a shotgun? I remember when you get the season pass, you get like a special kind of gun.
Oh, I'm not sure, because I don't think I had any type of anything special, and I was able to get the hand cannon. It's just this, literally just a magnum that's as big as your arm, and it's just massive, and you destroy everything. But like, I would always have a sniper and the hand cannon. Those are my weapons of choice, and then I just like throw crows at people. It's pretty great. You played Infinite?
I have not. I've only played the first Bioshock. I haven't played Bioshock 2. I haven't played
Bioshock 2 is pretty good. It's not as good.
See, it's super strange. I shouldn't say it's strange. People always have their very, very specific. A lot of people love Infinite, and they're like 1 and 2 are okay. A lot of people love 1, and they're like 2 and Infinite are okay. People seem to be very, very specific with their Bioshock.
Infinite and Bioshock basically messed up the storyline for 1 and 2.
Did it?
Have you played the Bioshock?
I've started it. I have not.
I'm just gonna say it messes up the. I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but it does mess up the storyline. You're like, why? Why are you trying to connect all these things? No, just stop. It made me angry.
I was fine with them leaving it as is.
Yeah, they left it as is, but Bioshock basically is ruining everything.
Well, that's dumb.
It ruined the story. You'll see.
That's dumb.
It made me angry where I literally just had to stop and just walk away. I was like, I can't handle this.
Well, the thing with Infinite was it was very, very confusing for me because in number 1, you collected those little voxophones, right?
I don't even remember that.
No, that's Infinite.
Voxophones are in Infinite. Well, either way, there's tapes in number 1 and stuff, and then you can listen to them, and they tell part of the story, and then you eventually find out blah, 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 about your character and stuff like that. In number 2, it's voxophones, and you have to find the voxophones, and you learn different things about the story in that one. And in number 3, same thing, voxophones, I believe it was, still. And then, but in the other ones, you didn't have to collect them to really fully understand the story. I feel like in Infinite, it is dependent on you finding every single one.
Basically, for 1 and 2, the recording was to help you get codes to get into places to get extra ammo and stuff.
Yeah, and every now and again to have little like snippets of the story, like background of it. Like in number 1, there was one that I picked up that was talking about a test subject and how he said, "Would you like?" I think he made him kill a puppy.
Yeah, would you kindly?
Yeah, and then would you kindly, and then he did it, and then that kind of reveals. That starts hinting at what's actually going on.
Yeah, who he really is and everything.
Yeah, and so that's what it is, but...
Am I the only one at the very end when he's like, would you kindly go up the stairs? Like, you know, when he's finally revealing everything to you. He's like, would you kindly do this? And, like, the only way to progress is for you to do that. I just sat there. I put the controller down for, like, 15 minutes. I'm like, no.
Nah, man.
Well, when he said, would you kindly kill Ryan? And I was like...
kindly kill the bastard.
Right? And I was like, I just sat there. I was like, I was drunk. It took me like 5 minutes to find Ryan, but like as soon as like, kill him, I just sat there. I'm like, I don't want to kill him. I'm like, do I have to kill him? What happens if I don't kill him? Like, you have to. It just keeps going on a loop, and a loop. You're like, son of, fine, I'll kill him. You know?
I was just trying to be stubborn. I was like, no, I will not. I will not.
I will not be under your control.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. But, yeah, I mean, with Infinite, though, as I was saying, I think it's very dependent on the voxophones, because I completely was pissed off at the ending when I first completed it. I didn't understand anything.
I've heard from many people that the ending sucks.
I just didn't get any part of it, and then I had my friend, Chris, explain it to me, and I finally understood, and I was like, alright, well, I guess the ending's alright then, but I still complain about it constantly, because I'm like, it's not... Like, I'm not the smartest man in the world. I can't grasp everything. Like,
especially quantum physics.
Things go over my head. Quantum physics. I was familiar with you know the term quantum physics, and I knew about it. You know, I knew
Bioshock
of it.
messes it up.
But I was just so confused. Like, I was like, okay, I understand that. Completely lost now. Okay, no, never mind. I thought I had it. No.
Bioshock makes that even
worse.
It ruins it.
It's terrible. Because it, like, starts getting way, like,
but
crazy
that
far away from the point it was trying to make.
Infinite that came out, that wasn't the original storyline. That wasn't supposed to actually happen. It was a different storyline. It had a different everything. But something happened, and remember how they actually, what is it called? What is that word? When they delay it. They delayed it.
Oh, yeah.
They kept delaying it, and they changed the whole storyline. It would have been better if they would have stuck to the original storyline they had, but they changed it to all this nonsense and ruined it.
Yeah, no, because, like, I liked certain parts of it that, you know, it involved, because it was kind of, like, mysterious and stuff like that. Like, when it was giving you hints about what was happening, like, how you're obviously from a different time, but you don't know that because you don't remember it and stuff, and then all of a sudden, like, she says, your nose is bleeding, and then you start to realize, like, oh, he doesn't belong here either. And then you start having those crazy flashbacks into the past where people are talking about debt and stuff like that, and they just turns out they made it all up. And I mean, I like certain parts of it, but it's just overall, I think it was a little too confusing for me. But I mean, I still like the gameplay of itself.
Yeah.
It was
I'll
a
still
good game.
play it. I'll keep it and play it.
Yeah.
You know, every like a few months, I'll actually stop the whole series and I'll go 1, 2, Bioshock Infinite, Bailyard C. Or sometimes I'll do Bailyard C, then 1, 2 to try to connect everything. I'm like, no, it still doesn't connect.
It's not happening.
No, it's not.
And I liked number 2, where like it kind of connected together at some points. When actually, if you were outside when you were in your diving suit, if you were outside in the water, at one point you could look up and see Jack's plane.
Mm-hmm.
You could see his plane with the same numbers and everything, and it was really cool. So it showed his plane had crashed and stuff like that, and it showed like time had passed. Because when you got shot, it was like you were at this party protecting a little girl.
So while you were knocked out, while you were basically dead, Jack came, did everything, and then now you're back alive.
Yeah, exactly. And then like Ryan's dead and already.
Fontaine's dead.
Yeah. So a lot had happened. You should play 2, because I mean, a lot of people seem to not like it, but I think
it's good.
If you put it away from the first one in its own right, it is fantastic.
I've been one of the YouTubers I watch a lot, Total Biscuit.
Okay.
Bioshock 2 is his favorite, and he always argues about it. And he says that it has the best gunplay out of any of them, and the best feeling and upgrade system and things like that.
I could see that, but I mean, the only thing I didn't like about it was it made things a little too easy for me, where you could have your plasmids out and your gun out at the same time, so you could just be zapping people while shooting other people. I'm like, that's a little bit too easy, because with Jack you had to switch back and forth.
What system do you play it on?
What?
What system do you play it on?
I played it on Xbox, and I played it on PC.
Okay.
What about
I
you?
don't remember doing. I played on Xbox 360. So I don't remember though the 2 at the same time.
Because yeah, I mean, I would have like my drill out, and like you had both hands like available to you.
Oh yeah,
and you could just be like shoot and then
instead of just
punch
going like this.
And yeah, with the first one, you had to you could have your wrench out, and then you had to switch to the plasmids back and forth. You had to switch, which made it a little bit of a delay and made it harder. So you're like, and you don't know what to do sometimes. My favorite, I don't know, I think my favorite plasmid, just like off topic, is just like for the simple fact of comedy value, is the bees. Because every time I walk into a room, I just go, bees! And it's pretty great. And Big Daddies, turns out they don't like bees. Even though they're in diving suits and can't tell the difference.
They're this giant badass thing, and they're just afraid of bees.
They're just afraid of bees. Even though the bees can't sting them through their giant metal, scuba suit.
Yeah, I totally... Wasn't it... Didn't they replace bees with crows in Infinite?
Yes. The crows are pretty badass.
Okay, I was about to say, did you approve of that?
I approved of
you could
the crows.
no longer... But did you still walk in rooms and go, crows?
The crows were fun, but I liked the Devil's Kiss the most, because you could, they come... No, the Devil's Kiss was the fire.
Oh, no, fire, yeah.
Yeah, because the Devil's Kiss was fire, and you could actually charge up certain things, and you could charge that one up and throw bombs at people.
Or you can leave, little traps, too. Like, you can build it up, leave it somewhere, and if they come by, attack.
Yeah, you can lure them over to you, and then they'll run up and blow up.
That's cool. Sounds like you could... So in Infinite, is the gameplay more varied, in the sense that you could take more than just the run-up-and-shoot-'em approach?
Yeah. You have snipers and stuff in that one. Like, cool. I would stand way off and just start picking people off just one by one, and then they would have snipers also, so they could do the same thing to you. And so it was kind of with the splicers, they would always just either have a pistol or a wrench. They would just throw it to you and bash you in the face, which was, a shock value, it was a scare value, so that you'd be in a dark room.
I was legitimately creeped out by the first one.
Yeah, no, it was creepy.
I'm kind of a little bitch when it comes to scary stuff, though. Fully admittingly, I don't do scary movies. I don't do anything like that. But when I was playing the first Bioshock, at times I'd be like, okay, let's take a little break from this.
I would do that with Dead Space 2 a lot.
I'm playing through Dead Space 1 right now.
Dead Space 1's pretty fantastic.
It's a pretty damn good game. Have you played Dead Space?
No.
It's pretty great. I just recently bought, with you actually, Dead Space 3. I still haven't played it.
No? No, see, that one has co-op.
Does it?
Yeah, and I don't... Yeah, it has local multiplayer co-op, and I feel like that would ruin it, almost.
Yeah, because then you could watch each other's back.
It would still be fun. I'm not saying that. I just meant the scare element of it.
The scare value would, kind of diminish.
It's completely gone.
Well, it's kind of like Resident Evil, one of the scariest games I've played, just simply because you're like, Jesus Christ, I don't even know what's happening. Now it's not scary for me anymore, because I know where everyone is, and I know it's going to happen, but first time I played it, it was pretty frightening.
Which one, the first one?
No, Resident Evil 4.
Oh, okay.
That's one of, it's said to be one of the best Resident Evils, and I could agree with that.
Well, not only that, if a while back, like if you look on top 10 lists for like game trailers, IGN, it's in the top 10 games of all time.
Yeah.
Not only Resident Evil, Resi 4 is fantastic. Have you played Resident Evil 4?
No.
Oh,
I don't play this.
I was going to say, Resident Evil 5 completely took scare factor out of the equation. Like, it was a great game. I loved the action-y and stuff, all that, but it completely was not scary. Like, it was as scary as looking at a teddy bear. Like, that was pretty much, like, that was it. Like, looking at a teddy bear with a missing eye. Like, that's pretty much it.
So it was as scary as Five Nights at Freddy's?
I literally never played that game.
I know, I don't like it. And my boyfriend's little sister's obsessed with it, so I'm like, is it for teens? And I hear them screaming, I'm like, what's so scary? And I watch it, and I'm just like, it's like a jump scare. I'm like, that's not scary.
Yeah, well, people here are always playing it.
Yeah, I know.
And they're always, like, frightened by it, and I'm looking at it, I'm like,
I don't
that's not that scary, man. I can't.
Were you not raised on... It's like, were you not raised on Jason, Halloween, Freddy Krueger? Were you not raised on those? Did you not see those movies when you were little? Because I'm not scared of anything, because I watched all this when I was little, Chucky and everything. I can't, when I'm in a movie theater watching a new scary movie, everyone's screaming and jumping, I'm just like, okay. I knew that was coming. I already know.
I'm a little bitch. Like, I watched those things growing up too, and that's what scarred me, I think. I watched, like,
the opposite effect?
Yeah, the exact opposite. Like, my mom, when I was very little, she was like, hey, do you want to watch I Know What You Did Last Summer? I was like, 5, 6. Yeah, sure. Oh my god!
See, I didn't watch any of those movies when I was a kid.
No?
At all. And I'm pretty much fine with scary stuff. Like, I'll get creeped out sometimes. But...
The only scary movies I like nowadays, one of them isn't scary. I like the Final Destination films. Mm-hmm. I don't think they're scary.
I think that doesn't scare you, but it makes you have phobias.
Not only, I just like, I think they're, I don't know, I just think it's interesting the way that people die in them.
Yeah. The first one was funny. The way people died in the first movie, the first Final Destination, that was funny.
The only legitimate scary movie I think that I actually like nowadays is the Saw series.
Oh, okay.
The Saw movies, I think they're pretty...
I didn't know they watched those ones either.
No? If you watch the first one, just when you have, I'll send you a link or something. Okay. Watch the first one. It's a really gory horror movie, but it has a lot of, like, thriller, crime movie elements to it. That makes it a lot more deep than regular horror films.
Yeah, well, that's why I play this one game called Condemned. Have you ever heard of it?
Yeah, I have it.
Oh, you have Condemned?
I have Condemned.
Fantastic.
It made me shit myself.
Game. Yeah, it's terrifying. So Condemned 1 is alright. It's okay. I don't like a lot of parts of it.
I have Condemned 1. I have both. I've only played the first one.
Condemned 1 is alright. Because I played Condemned 2 first.
No.
I played Condemned 2.
No, I had to change underwear. Like, I played with all my friends.
If you play Condemned 2, you'll understand what I mean, because in Condemned 1, you cannot fight with your fists. If you break your weapon, you're screwed. You have to go find a new weapon. But in number 2, like, if you break your weapon, immediately he just brings up his fists. They're all wrapped up in tape and stuff, and he's just like, alright, let's do it. Like, he just gets his fists ready, and then you can start getting upgrades, like, you can get knuckles with, like, a blade on them and stuff like that.
That's cool.
And it's really cool, but it starts bringing in more, like, in the first one it does a little bit, but the entire second one is all demonic, crazy, like, monsters everywhere that are, like, peering around in the dark, because your guy's going nuts. Like, he's legitimately losing his mind. And he's the only one that can see it, even though it is real, though.
See, you were just explaining to me, and I'm kind of wincing, and our guest is laughing at me, because I'm such a little pussy.
The second Condemned 2 is fantastic. It's a way better game to me. It also has better graphics. I mean, that's obvious, but
so we should go back to something.
How about Team Fortress?
Team Fortress.
He doesn't like Team
That's
Fortress.
all him.
Oh my
He's
god,
put
really?
so many hours into it.
I have put 250 hours into it.
I don't know how. I didn't put that many. I played a lot when I was playing on my PC. When I got a Steam account and everything. I started playing it, and it was fun to mess with people. My tiger name's called Gun Jumper because I like to just shoot. I shoot first, think later. I'm one of those people.
Gotcha.
So it's like funny to mess with my team. I used to like just shoot my own team, or like I'll help the other team for some odd reason. They're like, "What are you doing, Gun Jumper? What are you doing?" Or, I'm like, and then I like, you know, how you can tag like posters on the wall in the game. Like you can, it's like you can put like some kind of picture or something. Have you ever done that?
Never seen that.
It's like a picture where when you're playing online, you can actually put like, it has to be appropriate, of course, but they like put a picture on the wall. You ever done that?
I don't know if people have.
Yeah, it's like all over the internet. Like you can watch videos of it.
Yeah, you can tag the walls.
My boyfriend would put like a picture of a really fat, naked guy up in a locker. I would put up like, have you ever seen El Super Bisto by
Yes,
Rob Zombie.
yes.
I would put up the picture of the two chicks fighting.
Nice.
Like half naked. I would put that up and see what they do. And some people would like just stare.
I think El Super Bisto is, in fact, yeah, I'm right. It's the greatest movie ever made.
I wouldn't say it's the greatest, but it's pretty good. It's
No,
pretty good.
don't argue with me.
For
here.
Rob
It's
Zombie,
the
it's pretty
greatest
good.
movie ever made. If you haven't seen El Super Bisto yet,
Oh
just
my
see it.
God.
It's
I have
pretty
not seen it.
Just make sure there's no
fantastic.
children around.
I think the only Rob Zombie movie I've seen was The Devil's Rejects. Is that a Rob
I haven't
Zombie?
seen. Yeah, it is. But I haven't seen it, but I've heard good
It goes
things.
House of a Thousand Corpses, and then the prequel to that is The Devil's Rejects.
Oh no, it's creepy as shit.
And then he's made El Super Bisto. What other movie?
Did you know that famous line from that movie was made up?
Huh.
Like on the spot, the guy when he was clinking the bottles. "Whoa." Wait, no, that's a different movie. It's like I was thinking of the Warriors.
Okay.
I was thinking of the Warriors randomly.
Well,
For some reason, I connected those two in my mind. That was weird.
Rob Zombie, didn't you make a Friday the 13th remake or something like that?
Yeah, he did.
One of those
like
movies?
a couple years back. I can swear he did.
Yeah.
I know he
The
made
one with Jason.
I know he made a movie. It was something about his wife was pretending to be someone antichrist or something. I don't know. I heard it was a really sucky movie. But it made it to theaters for like a few days and then it was done.
That's
I forgot what it was about though.
Alright.
What about Left 4 Dead?
Yeah, I
like
played
that
that
game.
game. I played a lot.
Have you guys played online?
Yeah, a little
on
bit.
with Steam?
Yeah.
No, I played on my Xbox. I haven't played online on
Have
Steam.
you played with the mod with the Teletubbies?
I've not. I've played with
Oh
quite
my
a few
God.
mods. I played with, like, do you know what Old Greg is?
No.
Okay, well, it's from this one show, Mighty Boosh, and the hunter had the voice of Old Greg. It was fantastic. You wouldn't understand unless you've seen the Mighty Boosh, but stop touching me. But yeah, it's a fantastic mod. And then there was ones where, there was one where we could be Mass Effect characters. There was, I think I saw Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as well.
It was probably one. I
Yeah.
used to always play the Teletubby ones just because the fact that they look like zombie Teletubbies. And you
Yeah.
get the studio and they make the sounds like pow, pow, pow.
Well, that's funny.
And they actually make the sounds when they died. It's just so much fun. Just
That's
doing that
pretty
mod.
funny.
That was my favorite mod of all of them.
I haven't played with mods. I've only played the first Left 4 Dead, firstly. Never played Left 4 Dead 2. And
Left 4 Dead 2 is really
It's
good.
really
I've heard
good.
it's really
It
good.
is.
I've heard it's really good.
There
I'm
was-
so behind.
There was a
the ball
time on
everything, though.
Xbox that both of those games, they updated them, and for a really long time they were broken. Like, the games were legitimately broken. Because, like, it got to the point where in the first one, I think they eventually fixed it, but they didn't realize it was happening. If you fell off the cliff and were holding on, your teammates, like your computer teammates, would legitimately jump off of the cliff. With you. Like, it would happen every time. Me and my friend tested it, and I was like, alright, jump off the cliff again. Our computers immediately, right off the cliff. Just bam. Jump straight off. Like, they would run
can't live
around.
without you.
They would run around
We
for a
died
second,
together.
and then jump off. Like, without helping me. I'm like, but, what?
And then you're stuck
Why?
there.
It's
Right?
so-
Because you're still alive, so you're stuck there?
Yeah, so I'm just stuck there, and then a smoker comes over and chokes me to death while I'm hanging there.
So romantic.
It is.
It's like the Titanic.
And then
for Left 4 Dead.
Number 2, it was broken because it was way harder than it should be. Like, it was like, I played it for a really long time, turned it on one day, played it with my friend, and we were on just regular multiplayer, and he was zombies, I was humans. And then so we went in, and immediately I'm just destroyed by, like, so many special infected and, like, 50 different zombies coming. I'm like, this is the first level, why is this happening to me? Like, I died almost instantly. And it was just broken for the longest time.
What I would do when I get swarmed by, like, all those zombies at once, like 100 of them, and everyone else is dead, what I do is I just get, like, the automatic rifle, and I just literally go in circles just shooting.
Yeah, there you
In
go.
circles and just shoot. I'm like, this is gonna work, I'm like, ha, you're all dead. And then I get killed by, like, a boomer or, like, a smoker.
Yeah. Well, you know what's funny is that this is like the first time that I've been talking, and then like you've basically been quiet this whole time. Because usually it's like you and Connor, and
Yeah,
you bring
I
up
know.
a game that I don't play, and I'm just like, oh, well, I don't
I've
have
played
any
most
opinion.
of the games you guys have, just like the first one.
Yeah.
I'm like, I feel like,
They're the first one to everything.
yeah,
Like,
I
the
feel like
people-
I'm so behind everything. Like, if you guys were talking about Fallout, I played the first Fallout on PC.
Oh,
I
the
didn't
first-
play 3 or New
Fallout,
Vegas.
like literally one.
Like one.
Like the really, really...
Like on PC.
Oh.
I played Fallout
Wow.
1 and 2.
Where
Wow.
it screens
I haven't
like
played
that
either of them.
big.
Fallout 2
Yeah.
is fantastic.
It's
I just want to bring this up. Fantastic 2 is amazing CRPG.
fantastic too.
Fantastic. Shut your mouth. Anyway. Actually, I think that should be good for today.
Yeah.
Yeah, but before we go, Angie, why don't you just anything you want to bring attention to, you could just shout it out. Like if you want a certain video game, anything on your mind that you want to bring attention to. Go ahead.
I have nothing.
She wants to bring her attention to nothing.
I'm so excited for Fallout 4.
Oh, have you pre-ordered yours?
No, I didn't have an Xbox One yet.
I got mine for the PS4.
I don't have a PS4 or Xbox One.
I actually bought my boyfriend one. That way we can get the new Batman game, and I can get the Fallout. So I can play games, and he doesn't have to.
Hashtag relationship goals.
Alright. Well, this has been Andrew, Cody, and Angie, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Can you, fix my voice? I know it's gonna sound...
What do you want me to do?
auto-tune it or something.
You want me to make you sound like a robot?
Yeah.